Initializing Geospatial Intelligence System.
Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. In this module, I will demonstrate the fundamental understanding of Geographic Information System or GIS using Arcgis Pro. First, to identify and describe the main component and functions within the Arcgis Pro interface. Second, to recognize and differentiate various types of geospatial data. Lastly, to acquire satellite imagery data from a designated online sources. Geographic Information System or GIS is a computer-based system used to collect, manage, analyze and visualize spatial data for better decision-making and geographical understanding. GIS is widely used in environmental management, urban planning and spatial analysis to identify spatial patterns and relationships more effectively. In this practical activity, Arcgis Pro was used to develop a fundamental understanding of GIS concept, geospatial data, and digital mapping technique through spatial analysis and satellite imagery visualization. First, download the data EVT and Singapore development files from Google Drive and wait until the download is complete. First, extract the downloaded data EVT file, then click Browse and locate the folder where the data EVT was saved. After selecting the folder, click Extract and wait until the extraction process is fully complete. Second, extract the Singapore development file, click Browse and locate the folder where the file was saved. After selecting the folder, click Extract and wait until the extraction process is fully completed. I create a new project using the map template from the Arcgis Pro landing page. Next, I selected the project location by browsing to the extracted data EVT folder. I named the project as my project tree before proceeding to the default best map. Afterward, I click Folder, selected Add Folder Connection and navigate to the Data EVT folder to access the spatial data. So, in this part, I was exploring the available best map option in Arcgis Pro to identify the most suitable map background for spatial visualization. I browsed through different best map layers such as satellite imagery, topographic maps, and street map to compare their visual appearance and functionality. This process is important because each best map provides different type of geographical information. By selecting the appropriate best map layer, the spatial data can be interpreted more clearly and the overall map presentation become more accurate, organized, and professionals. First, I drag the boundary Klang Valley shapefile and root Klang Valley shapefile into Arcgis Pro. After that, I right-click the layer in the content pane and select the attribute table to view the information stored inside the shapefile. As you can see, the root Klang Valley layer represents a polyline feature because it displays the root network. While the boundary Klang Valley layer represents a polygon feature. Next, I drag the station rainfall shapefile into Arcgis Pro, then right-click the layer of content pane and select attribute table. As you can see, this layer represents a point feature because it displays the location of rainfall station using points on the map. Next, I went to the Analysis tab and clicked the Tools button to open the Geoprocessing tool in Arcgis Pro. This session contains various GIS tools used for spatial analysis, data processing, and map management. These tools help users perform operations such as buffering, clipping, overlays, analysis, and raster processing more efficiently. First, I open the Earth Explorer website to download raster data. Then I look at the map in the Search Criteria section. After that, I click the geocoded option where there were two choices, US feature and world features. I select the world features and choose Malaysian. Then I click Show and many locations appeared on the map, making it easier to select the study area. I selected Sungai Cheras as my first location. I choose 4 points from different corners or direction of the area to make sure the sampling location were well distributed. For the second option, I selected Sungai Batu Anam and click Use Map, which automatically displayed the coordinate of the selected area. Then I enter the data range in the data range box. After that, I click dataset to choose the type of data needed. I selected the Landsat 8 dataset for the study area. Next, I view the available satellite image and selected the image that best cover the study area. The selected image also needed to be clear with minimal cloud cover to ensure better analysis quality. Next, I drag the Penang satellite image layer into the map display in Arcgis Pro so that the imagery could be visualized and analyzed spatially. After that, I right-click the Penang image layer in the content pane and selected Properties. This section provides detailed information about the satellite image such as the sources, coordinate system, raster information, metadata, ascend and display setting used for the imaginary layer. These properties are important because they help users understand the technical information and accuracy of the spatial data being used in the analysis. Then, I open the symbology setting to explore different image display using band combination. Here, I view both the natural color and infrared color combination for better satellite image visualization and analysis. This was an additional exploration from my own initiative to discover more features in Arcgis Pro. So here, the Penang image. And please make sure to save the project. To combine several individual bands into a multispectral image, I first create a new project in Arcgis Pro. I click Map, rename the project, and browse for the Singapore development file stored in my folder. After clicking OK, the default base map was displayed. Next, in the catalog pane, I added a folder connection by selecting the Singapore data folder containing the Landsat image files. Then, I expanded the folder and dragged the Landsat image file into the map. The folder contained multiple spectral bands such as B1, B2, B3, and others. Next, I open the symbology panel to modify the band combination of the multispectral image. Under the RGB setting, I assign shortwave infrared to the red channel, near infrared to the green channel, while the blue channel was set to blue. This band combination help highlight vegetation and land surface features more clearly than the default display. Next, I selected the raster data and click band combination. I tried several band combinations to see how the satellite image changed. After that, I choose the vegetation analysis display and zoom into Singapore using the mouse wheel. This view gives a clear overview of the whole island. It helped me easily compare urban area and vegetated areas on the map. Lastly, make sure to save the project. The main component of the Arcgis Pro interface are the ribbon, Contents pane, catalog pane, map view, and geoprocessing tools. The ribbon organizes common into tabs such as map, view, and analysis to improve workflow efficiency. The contents pane display and manage map layers, while the catalog pane help organize folders, database, shapefile, and raster data. The map view is the main workspace used to visualize, edit, and analyze spatial data. Geoprocessing tools are used to perform spatial analysis and data processing tasks such as buffering, clipping, and raster analysis. Together, these components support efficient workflow and accurate map creation in Arcgis Pro. A shapefile is a GIS data format used to store the location, shape, and attribute data of geographic features such as points, lines, and polygons. In Module 1, the shapefile data used included point data for station rainfall, line or polyline data for route Klang Valley, and polygon data for boundary Klang Valley. Difference between attribute data and vector data. Vector data represent the spatial location shape of geographic features. It uses point at specific location, line or polyline for routes or river, and polygon for areas or boundaries. Vector data answer the question, where is feature located? While for attribute data is data containing the descriptive information about spatial features stored in a table format. Example like station names, population values, route types, and rainfall measurement. Attribute data answer the question, what information describe the feature? Therefore, vector data focus on geographic position and geometry, while attribute data focus on feature characteristics and properties. In Arcgis Pro, the attribute data can be viewed by right-clicking the shapefile layer in the contents pane and selecting Attribute table. The primary functions of geoprocessing tools in Arcgis Pro are to perform spatial analysis and data processing tasks such as buffering, clipping, overlay analysis, and raster processing. These tools help users manage, edit, and analyze GIS data more efficiently and accurately. Users can access the geoprocessing tools by clicking the Tools option on the toolbar, where various analysis categories and functions are available to support spatial analysis and data management tasks. The Source tab in Arcgis Pro contains essential raster information such as coordinate system, spatial resolution, cell size, image extent, and band details. This information is important for evaluating the accuracy, quality, and characteristic of satellite imagery before conducting spatial analysis. Furthermore, it helps ensure data compatibility, improve raster interpretation, and support more reliable and accurate mapping and analysis results.